degrees. Getting at it. 4th of July, you know. But I'm in Fairmount Park, moving around, looking at some things. Found some more interesting stuff. You can see that wall in back of me. Yeah, you can see, that wall. It's pretty amazing. I told you, the only thing you gotta do is walk around inside this place, and you're gonna find a lot of stuff that's not gonna make sense, or it's not gonna fit mainstream narrative, of this place. But the reason why I talk about this old world architecture, things of that nature, so much is because, in my opinion, you're not going to understand true history if you don't understand events and different reconstruction things that went on in our past and recent past. Like, if you don't know about certain floods, earthquakes, even fake fires, you're not going to understand real true history. You're just going to look at stuff as history as just like something that just flowed through, like in how they write it in the books. Like even how they've produced conflicts between groups of people with this fake history. You got a lot of groups of people that are against each other, don't even know that they're not even really true enemies. It's just something that has been written into fake history, so people believe it as such. You know what I mean? But if you understand and know what went on in real time and real history and why they changed stuff, then you will start understanding other things. You got people that you got almost every group of people on the face of this plane is dealing with an issue of not knowing who they truly are. I don't care who you are, whether you're a so-called white person or you're a melanated person, whatever. Mostly everybody's walking around out here with a sense of who they are that's not really true. That's just the bottom line. And regardless of who ends up on top at the end, in reality, everybody on the plane who was living was at peace with one another. Everybody was vibrating the same. Everybody knew their place. It's not a place of like, I'm this or I'm that, or I come from this or come from that. You know what I mean? Everybody was vibing high, so people knew their place and they accepted it. It wasn't like a thing where it wasn't no big thing. The world was at peace at one time, and that was destroyed in order for people to take over and put forth what they wanted. People being disagreeable and wanting to be in charge or over top of other groups of people. This is what caused that. And then through indoctrination and education over time, the generations that came after the fact of certain things and certain events, it's easy to convince a 5 or 6 year old, 8 year old child or whatever that they really truly are somebody else or something else other than what they truly are, or they came from somewhere else. That's not hard. It's really not hard. To this day, it's not hard to brainwash grown people. It's not. Especially if they're even in need of certain things. You know what I mean? If you come in with food and water, and somebody is thirsty or they hungry, and you tell them, and you talking, they gonna listen. And that's just on one of the lowest levels of that kind of thing. But you have to start understanding and opening your eyes to what truly is. And one of the best ways to do it is get into the thing about the mud flood and the New Madrid earthquake, and just get into all that stuff, because once you dive into that, it's gonna point you in the direction of a lot of different histories. So a lot of people that's doing a lot of Aboriginal, Moorish, Tartarian history. Once you get in even deeper on history, some of the views and beliefs, you start understanding that it's not true. Meaning people, a lot of the people that found out and know who they are who they are. But what I'm just saying is, it's more to it. You know, just like you might have groups of so-called Indians, Aboriginals or whatever, having a disputation with Israelites or Moors or whatever. You know what I mean? And the truth of the matter is, you know what I mean? I don't know, once you vibrate high enough and you start understanding all the information all together as one, the Indians are Moors, the Moors are Indians, the Indians are Israelites, the Israelites are Indians, the Moors are Indians, the Indians are Egypt. Egypt is, you know what I mean, the Indians, you know what I mean? So when you start putting the pieces together, you start understanding that we all are actually one. And everything pertains, and not by just the so-called colonization is not the only thing, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just not. It's just not the only thing. You know, all the identities have been hijacked. So the original colonizer wasn't what you necessarily think it was. It's just that the ones who hijacked the identity of the colonizer then done some wicked and bad stuff. So you gotta sort through and work through that. The only one gonna do that is somebody who care about it. Meaning care about them their own personal self, knowing the truth about things. But basically we all one, and we all should be coming together and and being together and reforming this thing in the peaceful way. And truthfully, the victory is not going to come by way of some type of physical war. It's going to come by way of everybody getting with alignment with each other on peace. Not just peace so everybody can just do nut shit and be deviants or whatever, you know what I'm just saying, moral deviance and stuff like that. No. Alignment in reference to what we know is naturally right. And staying away from what's naturally wrong. So the vibration has to be raised up. That's how it's going. The victory is going to happen. We gotta get tough with each other and all that kind of stuff no more. Because it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna work like that. It ain't gonna work like that. So yeah, it's raining out here, and you know, the Lord Most High bless me to be out here and to be healthy. So just something to think about. You know, maybe I'll dial back in later. Peace.